What's up, guys? So Crowfall has kind of gone dark with information. They've been doing Tuesday and weekly updates, but they've been kind of fluffed. They've had this monster month of October, and today they dropped a lot of information and this brand new trailer that we'll touch upon here. So give you the quick recap of what's been going on with Crowfall. Yes, they are still alive, guys. They are not dead. They are not dying. New trailer, as you can see, looks pretty cool. But they said it was a strategic development here, going a little bit dark, and so they can build up anticipation for a big press drop. So they said there's going to be the first campaign happening in November. So this month, the first actual campaign that you could win is going to happen in November. It's going to be EU and US campaigns. So there's going to be two running simultaneously because they're both in both universes, US and EU version. But there's a lot of other things that they didn't touch on. They don't want to develop too much stuff yet. There is going to be a prize, though, for winning, or, for winning the first campaign. There's going to be something. Their exact words were something like, well, we can't tell you, but it's kind of shitty if the answer is, yeah, we can tell you and there's no prize. So they're quite funny, as you'll see here. They did a Halloween live stream, decked out in costumes and such. So yeah, so there's going to be some kind of prize. They're expecting, well, they're saying concurrent users, they can have 2,000 on per the campaign. So this is going to be a dramatic increase. We might get like 100 people on actively when they drop a build, but they're expecting a lot more players to come into the first campaign. So let's take a look at their words, what they said today.
Here's a little taste of what's to come. This is a new UI from the game. So in the previous version that you guys have been playing, we really only had a one mainland zone and surrounded by three little beachheads. The first campaign is the first time we're going with an actual cluster of world zones. So you'll still see that it has three beachheads, but now it also has a series of different worlds that are all interconnected by rune gates. And so in this first campaign, players are going to, for the first time, be able to actually transfer around an actual world to the way we've always envisioned it, right? With multiple different zones, and those zones are themed for sieging or themed for adventuring, and it's all tied together into what we hope is one big cohesive whole. And the individual players can join one of the three factions and try to actually conquer this entire cluster map. So this is a big, big deal for us, and that's the reason that we've gotten very, very quiet. So I do apologize for that. I know that generally our mode is to be incredibly transparent with you guys, but when we go quiet, usually it's because we have something incredibly cool cooking. And this time is absolutely no exception. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, because as gamers, we've kind of been trained through the years that when things go quiet, that means nothing is happening. And with us, it's quite the opposite.
Yes.
If we're quiet, it's because big stuff.
We are the duck on the surface of the water.
Yes.
There's nothing going on above ground or above the water, but under the surface, furious paddling.
Paddling like hell.
Furious paddling.
Furious.
So that is all coming to a test server near you very soon. Our goal at this point is, in fact, this coming month, the month of November, to get it out to test. And then as soon as it's good enough quality, we're going to roll it out from there to live. So, and that's going to require you guys to help us get it and test it. As always, we need coverage, right? We need lots of coverage. A couple other things I will say about the map, just because they bear repeating, is in this world map, all of the worlds are unique and they were all procedurally generated. So that actually is pretty important to note, is our procedural generation that we did use in the last milestone. We didn't get a lot of benefit out of it because there was only one zone. Right. Moving from a 4-zone cluster to a 10-zone cluster where you have that much more adventuring space, right, and that much more territorial areas to capture, the procedural algorithm really became important, and it totally worked. It's really, really awesome. We'll show you new maps that are coming online. I don't have those for you today, but you're going to see them very soon. We'll show you the actual new visualization of the maps, which is very, very cool. And of course, you guys, I'm sure, will now go pick through that slide and find a couple other little tidbits that will tell you some of the other things that are coming. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they aren't already doing it on the chat. So, so anyway, I'm going to go take these off. woo, for a second. So this is a really, really big, impactful milestone for you, for us, and for you guys. I want to thank everybody for being so patient with us. Building an MMO is like moving a mountain, a spoonful of pebbles at a time. Everybody concentrates on the couple of big boulders because
Well,
they
it's
think
very
that's the
zen,
hard part,
yeah.
but it's really not. It's all of the millions and millions of little things you have to do to make a game
Yeah.
work. And I'm really incredibly excited that we're finally getting to the point now where we're going to start to see the actual vision come alive, the idea of a throne